Okay, today I am going to do a Friday the 13th book recommendations. And I got this idea from Lindsay Cummings' video, because I don't know why I didn't think of doing this, because Friday the 13th is like my favorite day, okay? So, I'm just going to recommend some creepy books to you guys, and yeah. So, the first book I have is The Scary Stories Treasury Memories. This book was my childhood. Of course, back then, it scared the crap out of me because I was a weenie. But now, it doesn't scare me. If I'm looking for something creepy, but not, like, full-scale terrifying, this is the book I will turn to because it's got some mildly creepy stories to some completely terrifying stories. I would say the stories range from about 1 to 15 creepiest. And I will admit that there are still some stories in this book that give me the creeps. Like the one where the spider lays eggs in the girl's cheek. It makes me cringe just thinking about it. So we will stop talking about that. But yeah, this is by Alvin Schwartz. It's got, of course, the pictures in it. Who doesn't like a book with pictures, okay? The next book I have, stay on the stack, is Chain Letter by Christopher Pike. This has got Chain Letter and the Ancient Evil. The Ancient Evil is way creepier than Chain Letter, in my opinion. And I read Chain Letter by myself. I read Ancient Evil by myself upstairs at my grandmother's house. And it was terrifying because all I had was a little dim light from a book light. And every little creak I heard, I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. So don't read this book by yourself or on a stormy, rainy night. It's just terrifying. Make sure you're in a room full of people when you read this book. It's that creepy. The next book I have is Asylum by Madeline Rowe. This book is about 3 teenagers who meet each other at a college prep program for gifted students over the summer. And because the student dormitories are being renovated, they have to stay in the old asylum, which is on campus. At first, they don't think anything of it. You know, they expect it to be a normal summer. But then they start finding things, pictures, letters, it's creepy stuff. And I like that the pages, here's a picture, here's a chapter. I like how it was made to look vintagey, the chapters were, and I just absolutely adore the cover of this book. This book was amazing, definitely recommend it. The next book I have, I don't know if you could really call Beautiful Creatures creepy, but it is definitely mysterious. It deals with casters and incubuses, or is it incubi? I don't know, but it deals with casters, dark and light casters, dark and light magic, supernatural creatures of different variations, ghosts and incubuses. Is that even proper? I don't know if it's proper or not. I don't care at this point. But definitely creepy. It takes place in a very small southern town where everyone, they don't like change, really, I guess is the best way to put it. And they're not very welcoming to newcomers. And it's really amazing. I love it. And it just deals with just, like, family feuds that run, like, deep, and just bloodlines that run deep, and curses, and just amazing. It's so good. I love it. The movie was a huge letdown. I was just so disappointed in the movie I could cry. Literally, I could cry. It was that, no. Just no. The next book I have is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This book is creepy. It starts out with her and her friends are playing with a Ouija board, just messing around, and it spells out the main character's name when they ask how they are going to die. Well, it goes later on in the book. Her and her friends are in the asylum, and it collapses and kills everyone except for her, so she has to move to avoid the fallout. And when she does move, she starts having these really violent, vivid hallucinations that just kind of come out of the blue. She doesn't know what's causing them, why it's happening, or even how to stop them. And then she meets Noah Shaw, and he seems to know more about her past than she does. So this is a creepy book. Really good, really creepy. It's just, there's some parts in there that are just so creepy, it's like just cringeworthy how creepy it was at some points, which I love a good creepy book. It's perfect, so I definitely recommend this one. The next book I have is called Prom Nights from Hell, and it's basically just prom nights gone horribly wrong in every way possible. I mean, like, not like you feel a punch on your dress or your date breaks up with you. You step on your date's foot. I mean murder. And just ghosts and spirits. And it's just so, so good. It's just so good. It involves angels and demons. And it's just perfection. And actually, I have one more book. I think it's in here. Where are you at? Actually, I have 2 more books, and I can find them. Okay, here it is. I knew I could. Whoa! Book's falling. So, funny thing is, I actually bought this during prom season, and I was actually at the mall to get my prom dress for prom, which was 2 days away because I'm such a last minute person. And I was dreading wearing a dress. So I bought this book, and it was so good. Okay, it was really good. Ugh. This next book I have is called Anna Dressed in Blood by Kinder Blake. I don't think I'm pronouncing her first name right, but if I'm not, then I'm really super sorry, because I don't know how to pronounce it. This book is good. It's about, I guess he's a ghost hunter, and he goes to find this girl who lives in this old creepy house. She's supposed to be dangerous, I think. It's so good, though. It's super creepy, and it was a good book. The next book I have, then they're falling. The next book I have is Don't Close Your Eyes by Lisa McMahon. This is actually the Wake, Fate, and Gone trilogy, all in one book, which is amazing because I paid $8 for 3 books, and that's what I like about bind-ups. They're always cheaper than just buying, like, the series separately, and they don't take up as much room on your bookshelf. That's good. This is a rather thick book, but it's so, so good. It's creepy and suspenseful. The girl, Janie, she can see people's dreams. Maybe she enters them. It's been a while since I've read the book, so I can't really remember well. But she can't do anything to stop it. She can't control it or anything. And it's just really a creepy read. I loved it. This next book I have, the layout of it is similar to Asylum. Both covers look vintagey. But the chapter pages in both books look vintage. There's creepy pictures in both. But when it comes to plot lines, these 2 books are complete polar opposites. In this book, his grandfather passes away, and he receives a note for him that says to go to the island, find the children, and he does, and he basically travels back into time. And let's be honest, guys, okay, time travel is cool, alright? And he travels to, like, September 1940. It's so good, because this book is super creepy. These kids all have these powers. It's just really, really, really creepy. I loved it. The next book I have is The Evolution of Mara Dyer. I'm currently still reading it, but as far as creepiness factor goes, there's already been some pretty scary stuff in this book. And I think it's I think it's creepier than the first one, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. It's kind of creepy. So, it's got some creepiness in it. It's really, really good. The next book I have is The Whispers of the Fallen by J.D. Netto. Where do I even start? Because this book is incredible. It's basically, it's like, they're trying to protect Lucifer's diary, which I thought that was really cool because that's such a unique plot line. It's just amazing. And they go to like this different world, different place. I don't know what to call it, really. But it's really creepy. It's just, I love it. It's so, so good. I still have not gotten the second one because Amazon keeps canceling my order. Thank you, Amazon, for crushing my hopes and dreams yet again. I hate ordering books offline, honestly. If I can buy them in stores, that's so much better because I hate ordering books offline. But it's so good. I absolutely love it, and it's just incredible, and I can't wait to get the second and the third book, because I think the third book is coming out this year. I still need to read the second book. This book is amazing. I've read this book so many times, honestly, because this is just one of those books that you cannot just read one time. It's incredible. I love it. The next book I have is The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. Basically, the death rate is higher than the birth rate, and it's amazing, and there's an amazing, just incredible female main character. I love books that have strong female main characters, because you don't see that a lot in female main characters, but with Meadow, you do, and it's just amazing. I love it. This book is super bloody. It's just, oh my god, it's amazing. I can't get over how amazing this book is, and I cannot wait until the second one, which now comes out in May, I think, toward the end of May, so I'm really excited about that. And I've got to talk to my parents about pre-ordering so I can get it, because I need the second book. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. So I definitely recommend this book. It is so, so good. The next book I have is called Ruined by Paula Morris. This book is about a girl who moves to New Orleans to live with her aunt for some reason. And she has to go to a snotty, rich, preppy school where nobody really likes her. She sticks out like a sore thumb. She feels lonely, and then she meets a new friend, but her friend is actually a ghost who lives in the cemetery. Well, I guess she doesn't really live in the cemetery because she's no longer alive, but she haunts in the cemetery. There you go. She haunts in the cemetery. And it's amazing, okay? This book is so, so good. I read this forever ago, actually. I think I was probably about 13 when I read this. Because this is actually, I got it from the book fair. So I had to have been 13 or so. I don't know. Okay, the next book I have is Sanctum by Madeline Rowe, which of course is a sequel to Asylum. This book, honestly, this was creepier than Asylum in my opinion. It's so creepy. This book actually had me looking over my shoulder and looking around and looking behind me and making sure my back was all the way against the wall so I didn't have my back turned to anything. It was just that creepy. And, again, this one's got the creepy pictures and the vintagey looking chapter pages. So, and it's got a little saying in the front, reality denied comes back to haunt. I thought that was so amazing, okay? But my all-time favorite one, the saying in the first book is amazing. Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dreamed before. And that's a quote by Edgar Allan Poe, and I idolize Edgar Allan Poe, okay? He is my spirit animal. He's so creepy and I love it. I want to meet him, but he's dead, so I can't. But if I find a way to invent time travel, the first thing I'm doing is meeting Edgar Allan Poe, okay? And then the second thing I'm doing is getting a dinosaur. Because who wouldn't want a dinosaur, right? I can ride it to school. Ride a T-Rex to school and be like, I'm gonna park my T-Rex over here. Then nobody would mess with me. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. I'm supposed to be talking about books, not time travel and dinosaurs. Anyway, the next book I have is Weegy, which is based off the movie Ouija, and if you've seen that, you know it's horrifying. And if it's not, then I'm scared of you, because if you don't get terrified, then I'm scared of you. Honestly. No, I'm kidding. But the book is just as scary, just as good. Definitely a creepy read. And it's even got a little fake Ouija board in the front, so you can summon yourself some fake demons. Just kidding, I don't summon demons in my free time. But, yeah, this is definitely a really, really, really good book, okay? It's super creepy. The second to last book I have is To Die For by Christopher Pike. This is 2 books in one, Slumber Party and The Weekend. Both creepy, both suspenseful. So creepy. All of Christopher Pike's books are kind of terrifying, if you ask me. I love his writing style because it's always like, he comes with the most twisted things to put in his books, and that's awesome. Definitely recommend this one. It's so good. I think this also involves a Ouija board as well. So I think I've got 3 books in this that involve a Ouija board. So that's a popular theme for books, I guess. For some books, is Ouija boards. I think that's cool because while it is like, I mean, everyone kind of focuses on Ouija boards, people, they find different twists on it, so I thought that was cool. The next book, the last book I have is Hollow City by Ransom Riggs, and this book is just as creepy as the first one, and I'm so sad. I lent this to somebody, and they did this, and I was so ticked off. I was like, oh, no you didn't, so I need to find a way to fix that. It makes me so sad, my poor little baby. Anyway, now that momentary BF is over, yeah, this has got the creepy pictures, and this has got the creepy, vintage-looking chapters. I think it's cute. It's so cute that he dedicated this one to his wife. I thought that was adorable. Like, author couples are the best couples. And, that's basically it with my book haul, or my book haul, that's not a haul, my book recommendations, and I thought this had a saying by Edgar Allan Poe in it. No, Ralph Waldo Emerson, not Edgar Allan Poe. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video, and also my random outbursts about me getting off topic about everything again, because I have the attention span of a baby squirrel. So, bye!